My favorite part about collecting cars is customs, for the simple reason that you can do whatever you want. If Mattel doesn't release a car that you would like to have, take a stab at customizing it. If you have some crazy exotic idea for a car, try customizing it. I just love the fact that it allows you to indulge in your passion of the hobby and just let your imagination run free. And that's exactly what this video is about here. It's the embodiment of the imagination of us collectors here. I have a ton of customs from 3 amazing customizers that I want to share with you guys. These won't exactly be full-on reviews, but more of a showcase of the best work that us collectors can do. I think it's a really important video to do. I'm really excited to get into it here. But first of all, I want to start by giving a huge shout out to each and every customizer. First off is Jim Scavenger. He has done tons of customs for me over the years. As you guys know, haulers, all sorts of piston cup related stuff, and a ton of McQueen. So thank you so much. And of course, the next gen vinyl toupe is probably his most popular custom right now. I just did a video on it a couple weeks ago, so check that out in the description below. Very, very exciting stuff. Same thing with this awesome next gen Lightning McQueen. I'll put the links in the description below along with the card suggestion pop-up in the top right hand corner. Second customizer that I owe a huge gratitude toward is Jared Darrow, aka Darrow Designed. He's done, I think, probably most of the customs that are on this table right now. I didn't add them all up, but he's phenomenal. He is the owner of the Disney Cars Diecast Club on Facebook, in which I am a moderator of. I'll link that in the description as well. A lot of links to keep track of, but seriously, they're all very important. And his community is my go-to. If I post anything, which I don't have much time to post anymore, but it'll be on there for sure. So definitely check it out. It's a great community, buy and sell as well. So if you're looking for some cars cheap, that is another great place to take a look at. And then secondly is Francisco Martín del Campo. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name correctly, but he is another awesome customizer from Mexico, and he actually has an eBay store that I'll link in the description as well. So now that we got all that out of the way, we're going to dive right in with some of these McQueens here that you can see up in the front. So first off is by Jim Scavenger, and I will let you guys know who did each of these customs here. This one is Jim Scavenger, a kind of prototype, as he calls it, for this white Dinoco Lightning McQueen. I like to think of it as like an inverse Dinoco McQueen, in which, white is the primary color instead of blue. He does have these red rims and the red window bars, which is a nice little accent. I mean, it just kind of looks orange. In fact, the red around the lightning bolt, or the color, is more red than orange. Same thing with the logo there, which I find really interesting. It's a nice take on the Dinoco branding. I also love the blue eyelet there. It really looks cool. That's why I was like, I gotta get this one. It's no prototype. This thing's a finished product. Secondly, here we have one of my favorites from today is this black metallic Lightning McQueen. Now, black is a tough color to metallicalize. One of my copyrighted words right there, metallicalize. But anyways, for example, I remember back in 2011 when Mattel was making all those metallic World Grand Prix racers, they didn't do, for example, Shoot to the Roki or Lewis Hamilton. I always figured, because how would you make those metallic? Would white just become silver? And I feel like black would just look like a mess. But he really just demolished it. He hit a home run here with this metallic black. And at some angles, it kind of glistens into like a rainbow. You can kind of see that here. It's really hard to tell in person, but over the camera it's hard to tell, but in person it's super easy. It looks phenomenal. Hopefully I'm getting it at a good angle. The expression he changed, so that looks great. And the black on white, or the white on black, just looks phenomenal. He changed out the rims as well. I don't know if it was intentional or not, but this front rim kind of bends outward, which makes him look more comfortable and kind of gives like a pose to it, which is excellent. Now, most of these customs, by the way, I love that it just says Lightning and not whole Lightning McQueen. Most of these customs are, obviously they drill out the rivet so they can paint the metal body and separate it out from the plastic pieces. And then they use epoxy or whatever and they glue them back together. So I just wanted to let you guys know in case you were wondering how these customs are done. Now, as I said at the beginning of the video, take a stab at making a custom yourself. I am not much of a customizer. I've done probably one successful custom, and that was the king with headset, which is probably like the easiest custom you could possibly do. You literally glue a headset to the king. But anyways, I just don't have much time either to commit myself to it. And if I, were to, I feel like I could actually produce some cool stuff just because I think I have a pretty solid imagination. Could really create some cool things. Now, this is one of my favorites as well from this video. I think this is just a beautiful design. It really fits well. Metallic red Dinoco McQueen from Scavenger here. It really looks like something Mattel would produce. It's using just, a nice normal raised eyelid, which gives it a classic look for McQueen. This easily could fit into the family of, the red Ransburg McQueen and all that stuff. It just looks gorgeous. I'm not sure which McQueen he used for this. It could have been Radiator Springs McQueen, or he could have painted it. He very well could have. I don't keep track, honestly. He tells me most of this stuff, but I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about half the time because I am just not a customizer. I really wish I was, though. Moving over here to the left side, we have another Scavenger custom. This gray, blue, and white McQueen. Just, a typical Rust-eze design here. And it's actually bling bling. I feel like these tires really go well with the gray design. Kind of like a Dinoco McQueen, but kind of not as well. Speaking of Dinoco and Rust-eze combined, that Dinoco Wrap mini racer that just came out, I really cannot stand that mini racer at all. I mean, they call it Dinoco Wrap McQueen, and yet he's got Rust-eze logos literally riddled across his body. It's terrible. Not a fan at all. But anyways, getting back on track here. Medicated bumper ointment. Very, very well done. Moving on to kind of a similar design, similar expression with the bling bling is this purple red Ransburg kind of, I don't know how to really name these Lightning McQueen because this is using like the red Ransburg McQueen decals because, you can see the Cars Team 09 back there and the outline pinstriping decals with the red Rust-eze logo there on the hood. My goal a couple months ago was to get a McQueen in every color so I could have like rainbow McQueen essentially and then do a video on that. I had always planned on doing a video kind of similar to this back in like April called like The Art of Lightning McQueen, where I had a McQueen in almost every color and I didn't have as many as I did now, so this video kind of fill in for that, and eventually I'll have a McQueen in every color. The only one I need is an orange McQueen now. You won't see every color that I have in this video though. I've got a blue and a green McQueen that will be maybe in a future video. Here is now another bling bling one that is pink. Probably my absolute favorite from this video. I just love this color. It's metallic pink, just gorgeous, gorgeous. By Scavenger as well. So this one's just Rust-eze, not Cars Team 09. Using the same expression, but this time it's a flat windshield. The purple one was raised, the gray one was flat. Let me know in the comment section below which custom is your favorite. I'd love to hear. I mean, I don't want to really single out one custom here because they're all just excellent. These three that I've talked about, the black, the red Dinoco, and pink, absolutely amazing customs. Now, speaking of every color of the rainbow, here literally is the rainbow. So Darrow did a ton of customs, just doing this nice rainbow pearl finish. It's so glossy. It's, I always say Thailand has a nice glossy finish on their cars. This is taking that to the extreme. It's amazingly done. Literally, you can almost like shine light off it. You could take light from the sun and it will bounce off of this car. It's just so sparkly. The rays will hit this car and you could use it to burn a piece of paper maybe. That's literally how I feel about this car. He also changed the expression, which looks good. It's tough to change expressions, so I have a huge respect for that. So obviously starting with blue, fading into green, yellow, orange, and kind of like a bronze red. Very, very nice. Another color of the rainbow we got is a typical just yellow Lightning McQueen here with black decals. Kind of like a Halloweenish. If this was orange, it would definitely be a Halloween car. I do have a Halloween custom McQueen from Jim Scavenger though, many years ago. Another nice one, not my favorite, but still a nice, a necessary car to complete my rainbow. Now the last McQueen for today is this one by Darrow Designs, Jerry Darrow. Get my names all mixed up. This blue metallic McQueen with white decals, pinstriping. So this was the fabulous metallic McQueen from the Thomasville series with some awesome white decals applied and the wheels switched out. So that's why he didn't have to re-rivet this one. He could just switch out the wheels, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Or did he have to rivet it? No way. No, I'm pretty sure he just swapped out the wheels. Although I have no idea how you would swap out the wheels without taking out the rivets. Please let me know in the comments below. Oof, the light just went off. Second time that's happened in the video. It's because I'm recording late at night. I should have learned my lesson. So we are back with the lights on. And here we have one of Francisco Martín del Campo's customs. This is his take on the next-gen Rust-eze racer, or a next-gen Lightning McQueen, whichever you want to call it. I would probably lean toward a next-gen McQueen because his number is 95. But this is another amazingly glossy custom. Just sparkles as soon as you look at it, really easy on the eye. And of course, using a Thailand Jackson Storm. So the first time I've really seen customs done using Thailand cars. So he did a great job with the paint on this. Even painting the eyelid piece there, that's gotta be difficult. I can only imagine. He even painted the rims there, yellow, very, very nice. Spoiler, Rust-eze 95. Rust-eze 95 with the red stripes. I like that a lot. Nice little inverse going on there. Beautiful. Do a quick comparison here between my two next-gen Rust-ezes or Lightning McQueens. Let me know which one is your favorite between these two and of course then overall. I like how he even changed the windows up there. Interesting. Kind of like a mirror finish there. Another by Francisco Martín del Campo is this next-gen chick Hicks. Now, I'm not going to show much of him because he deserves his own video. That's how absolutely amazing this custom is and just how iconic it'll be. So we're going to put him off to the side there. Here is that prototype I showed in the Vinyl Toupe Next Gen video. I did want to show it again because I figured, you know, custom, and it's actually pretty cool. Just imagine instead of being purple, it was white. That would actually be a nice, interesting look. Now getting into some more of those rainbow cars I was talking about. Here we have one using the Cal Weathers model. Actually, we have two. They have slightly different expressions there. They have different rims, so you have this metallic gray versus just a straight up gray, which actually I'm not a big fan of these rims. That is on Mattel. So these are Apple cars, of course. Forgot to mention that. I'm just so focused on the fact that they're rainbow. Yeah, really, really cool. And then I have two using Brick Yardley's model. Two different expressions, way different. the other two were pretty similar, and they're both using those rims that are just straight up gray. Not sure where they came from. I really need to think. It must have been a Cars 3 stock car. It's gonna bother me now. I can't get it. So these two are also gorgeous cars. I think I do prefer this. Well, naturally, I would prefer this over the others just because the Cars 3 next gen, or the Cars 3 stock car, my bad, Apple Racer is using Brick Yardley's model and not Cal Weathers. Very, very nice. Set these in the back. Last of the rainbow cars is the next gen Rust-eze rainbow car. Now this is kind of even incorporating the, which we'll get into more of these in a second here, incorporating the like red Ransburg design from way back in 2009, like I showed on this one here. So this would be like, you know, taking the red Ransburg McQueen that they had as a promo, or not even a promo, it was just like a gift to the employees, and changing the paint job on it. You know, black, rainbow, purple, etc., etc. So this is like a next gen. So a lot of elements going into this. Now this is a different kind of rainbow. I don't know if he intended to do this. I'm sure he did. But you can see how this is just, you know, smooth. The paint changes, a little metallic in there. This, there's like rust in there. It's like a little rustic feel, which I think looks phenomenal. I prefer this to all the stock cars just because of that rustic kind of weathered down look. Really looks phenomenal. I like that the spoiler is a nice metallic blue. It is black in the back here. Interesting. Using Jackson Storm's rims and a like Aaron Clocker or Tim Treadless body. Sweet. Here we have a green one. Pretty similar to that. Different expression, green eyes, different spoiler. Got window bars on this one too. Looks like some gray rims here that could have came off of maybe like a Thomasville tribute, or maybe, I'm not sure. Again, not sure what rims he's using, but they look good. And here is a red one, which we'll actually come back to because it goes with the hauler. So this is essentially the next gen Rust-eze red Ransburg McQueen. So many different titles here, but this is just a beautiful custom here. First of all, I love the rims. The fact that you use ones with a silver trim there looks great. Really complements the rest of the car here. Changed up the expression as well. I like how he makes the eye color reflect the main body, so it complements it. That's a cool touch. So this is my favorite out of the ones that we've shown so far out of the next gens. However, my favorite next gen though is this coffee brown, or root beer as he calls it, next gen Rust-eze Racer. Just absolutely amazing here. I never thought, you know, brown would work on the car, and certainly not metallic brown, but this really is phenomenal. Now on the camera, it does come off as a little black, but in that angle right there, hopefully you guys can really see just the sheer, I don't know how to even explain it, just like a great color that he really took advantage of here. The expression just is the last nail in the coffin for me as well. Definitely his best expression. On the spoiler here, he used a shorter one, so the 09, or he actually has been using 19, which is very fitting, of course. So that's cut off, but that's fine. Cars team, no worries. No window bars, no worries, no window bars. All right. We got one to go, and you guys know what it is. That bad boy in the back there, the hauler. The next gen Rust-eze hauler. So this is pretty cool, even, you know, metallic. And so we're gonna try and open this. We got a wonderful reflection going on here. All right, so he actually packaged it up using Gail Boffert's hauler, which I still don't even have yet. What's going on there? I need it badly. Next gen Mac hauler, I love that. You even translated it to the other languages. That's fantastic. Such great attention to detail. And we're gonna try and open this. Somehow, some way, trying to preserve the package, but you guys know I'm not very good at that. You've seen any of my recent videos. Alright, looks like there's tape up here. Hopefully I could do this without cutting. Or without slamming the cars together because of my violent movements. I think we're gonna be able to get it, guys, but in the meantime, think about your favorite. Let me know how you guys have been, how's school going now that mostly for a lot of Americans and a lot of people across the world, school is back in session. Very, very sad, but some things have to come to an end. Jeez, aggressive and violent movements. Alright, maybe opening it from the top was not the move. Just because of the fact that he actually put the tabs back in. That's ridiculous. I'm gonna be back. I'm gonna have to open this off camera. Wow. This guy looks incredible out of the package. I mean, like I said, I don't have Gail herself, so I don't really know the size or how these next-gen haulers feel just yet. And so I'm glad my first time I get to experience it with this amazing custom. And first, I just want to give a huge props to him for painting plastic. Painting plastic is extremely difficult. If there's one thing I understand about customizing is that painting plastic, which is what this trailer is very difficult. So great job. He made it look phenomenal. I mean, the paint looks exactly like it does on the metal semi-cab there. So absolutely amazing job there. I know like Jim Scavenger and I are always talking and, we're trying to come up with new ideas for the piston cup haulers. And it's always tough because we got, peel off decals of old rare haulers or we have to paint the new ones. And both are just extremely difficult. But first, we're going to take a look here at the semi-cab. So that does look to be the expression that Gail has. Again, don't have her, but I'm pretty sure that's her expression. The decals he put on here are great. It's like a little pinstriping. You got the headlights there. This little design here. Rust-eze on the cap there, which looks awesome. Look at that sparkle in the red paint too. And of course, this continues onto the back with 95, which is a nice modern next-gen design, in quotes, air quotes. Beautiful is all I have to say for this custom. I've decided my favorite, and it is absolutely this one. So we're going to open it up from the back. Oh, by the way, I should probably show the trailer or the back Rust-eze. Some nice pinstriping there, as I like to call it. We're going to fold down that. We're going to flip down the support. And voila, you have yourself a nice little hauler here. Oh, no way. No way. I don't know if I can get this too well on camera. We're going to try. He put a 95 decal on the inside there. That must have been terribly difficult. How did he do that? He must have wow. That's tough to get it centered in there when it's, what is that? I don't know, it's probably a good 1.5 inches in there. So awesome job. That is a real classic touch. And of course, since we have the racer for this guy, and they look phenomenal together. I've said phenomenal like 4 times already, and that's just because all this stuff is just great. You can drive him up the little ramp there. He gets to look at his own number. I don't want to really bang these guys around too much because they are fragile customs, as every car is. But there you go. You can drive them around. Alright, so that is pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, taking your time to appreciate these customs with me. Again, let me know which one is your favorite. My favorite is definitely this hauler here. Now, I'm sure you could detach the semi-cab from the trailer, but I'm not going to do that because typically it is usually very tight, and I would like rip off the trailer, and I don't want to do that. Don't want to damage the paint or anything like that. So we're just going to keep it as is. We're going to get a nice little pic of them together. They can take a little selfie, and then we'll get back to the big group here. But yeah, great job to all three of these customizers. They all do phenomenal jobs, and as for contacting them, you know, the information is in the description below. As I said, you're going to get booted for you, and you're going to get booted for you. Awesome. So thanks again, guys. Yeah, contact details are in the description. They are always making new stuff. So if you want anything, if you want to commission them to do anything, I am sure they'd be open to that. And they're all on Facebook. They're all actually in the Disney Cars Diecast Club group. So super easy way of contacting them right there. Thanks again for watching, guys. I will see you soon for another video. Bye now.